welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a book recommendation video for you guys. I have 4 books to show you and then kind of one workbook. I don't know exactly what to call it. Right on the cover it says right there, workbook. I have 5 books to show you guys that I've read in the last few months. If you don't know what I like to read, then I mainly read like self-help, empowerment, improvement books. I do have one book that is not exactly like that, but I'm going to be showing you all of them and kind of just giving you a quick overview of all these books that I have read within the past couple of months. Okay, I'm going to do this one first because this is the one that I read the longest ago and I still have a bookmark in it, but I'm pretty sure I finished it. Oh, I didn't read the epilogue. This is the first book that I have to show you guys. I know I have posted one video to do with books, and I think that I might have included this author in it. It was before I relaunched my channel. So this is the You Do You, How to Be Who You Are and Use What You've Got to Get What You Want, and No Fucks Given guide. And this is by Sarah Knight, and like I said, I've already read I think just one other book by Sarah Knight, but I loved her style of writing and her realness, and I just love authentic people. I like this book a lot. I liked the first book I read by her a lot, but I think this one was even better. I don't agree with every single thing that's in this book, but I just love all of her original thoughts and how she questions everything. This really made me help prioritizing my happiness and prioritizing my thoughts about what I'm doing and myself versus listening and always taking into account other people's opinions. I really recommend this book, and I think it is so awesome, and that's why I always keep it right here, because it's just a great reminder to like see this and you do you. Okay, this is not a self-help book. So this is by Jeanette Walls, now a major motion picture, so I need to see this movie, I feel like. And it's called The Glass Castle, a Memoir. This is what the book looks like. This is such an intense read. If you just want a good story about a girl that has a crazy upbringing, to me this was really interesting to read. This is from an American point of view, okay? But there's so many things that people say as Americans about other countries that make you fearful or scared or sad about how other people's childhoods are in other countries. And so it was kind of fun for me to read a hard upbringing in America. I know that there's lots of people in America who don't have spotless upbringings, like who does? But I know that there's people that have hard childhoods that live in America. I just don't see a lot of like them being super publicized, I guess. It's just a different story, I guess is all I'm trying to say. She has a crazy childhood. She kind of, I don't want to give a spoiler, I almost just did, but she just has a crazy childhood, and it really inspired me to just kind of, again, like the you do you, just kind of forget about social norms and look at something from a new perspective. So I thought that was super cool. Next book I just barely finished this week, and again, I don't agree with everything that's in this book, but I do think that it's kind of a very simple read and just, I really liked it. And it is by Hal Runkle, I believe that's how you say. It's called Choose Your Own Adulthood, a small book about small choices that make the biggest differences. So here is the cover for you. Although it's about choosing your own adulthood, it's kind of funny because the assumption in this book is that you went or are going to college, which to me is just kind of ironic, I guess, because choosing my own adulthood hasn't yet included college, so it's just kind of funny that, I don't know, I just thought it was ironic. Nonetheless, I think this was a really good book. My favorite piece of advice that I got from this book, something that I've actually incorporated into one of my other videos that I will link above. I still don't know which corner it is. It's one of these corners. This chapter right here, chapter 7, Produce More, Consume Less. And this is how kind of all of the chapters are structured. It has like these little road signs of like what not to do kind of and what to do. I don't know if that makes any sense. And then they all come with little quotes. But This is just a really simple kind of guidebook to say things that you should be thinking of when you're growing up and becoming an adult. I'm 20 years old, which some people would consider an adult, some people wouldn't. I don't know if I would consider myself an adult yet. I don't know if I ever will, honestly. Maybe one day. These are just kind of some pointers of things that someone around my age might get caught up with during college, or being caught up in something and not really seeing the whole broad picture. I think this is a really cool read. And it's a really fast read. It's a really short. It has like 140 pages or something. It's a really fast read. My next book that I don't have with me, I don't know where it is because it's so random that I wouldn't have it with me, but maybe I gave it to someone to borrow. I don't know, but actually I think I did give it to my mom. Ooh, okay. Anyways, the book that I don't have with me today is The 4 Agreements. I'm sure you've heard of it, especially if you are into self-help books. Pretty much what this book is about, there are like 4 pieces of advice that if you follow day in and day out, it will pretty much make your life, not perfect, but you know, it's supposed to make your life a lot better, a lot happier, and just invite more joy and happiness into your life. I don't want to butcher the 4 agreements, so I'm just going to read them to you off of my phone. The first, or I don't know if these are in the correct order or not, but I think they are. The 4 agreements. Number 1, be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity, say only what you mean, avoid using the word to speak against yourself or gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. So pretty much the idea is if you are always impeccable with your word, you're never saying like lies or making something out to be different than what it is. It's not gonna get messy, you're not gonna have to remember lies. You're not saying mean things about other people, so you're not spreading negative energy, and in reverse, you're not gonna be hopefully receiving as much negative energy. The second is don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality and their own dream. When you are immune to the options and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. Disconnect yourself from the situation that you feel you could be offended by, or that isn't a good situation for you to be involved in, then it'll just make your life a lot easier because you don't need to worry about that thing that that person said that one time when you're trying to go to sleep. Just don't take it personally. Usually whatever people project is just a feeling that they have about themselves or that they're living through. Third is don't make assumptions, which I think is one of the hardest ones. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. And with just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. We make a lot of assumptions in our world. Everyone does it. I don't think anyone can never not make an assumption, but the less that you make assumptions, just the more clear the vision's gonna be, less room for misinterpretation or misunderstandings, therefore hopefully less anger, resentment, and everything that can come with miscommunication. And the last agreement is always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. Those 4 agreements are what this whole book is based around. Obviously, they go a lot more in depth about this. And the last thing that I wanted to show you guys was this workbook. I have not finished this workbook, but what I have done of it so far has been super helpful to me. And there is a book that goes along with this. I have not read the book either, but after doing this, I think that I should definitely pick it up. This is the Designing Your Life Workbook, a framework for building a life you can thrive in. It's by Bill Burnett and Dave Evans. This book is pretty much to fill out and get the best idea of where you currently are in life, where you want to be, and kind of to help you get there. Fill this out as enough room for you to fill out everything that you want. It gives you nice little quotes of inspiration. This one says, follow what engages and excites you, what brings you alive. which is so nice. If you are looking to make improvements in your life, but you were unsure what steps to take or where to find motivation, I would definitely recommend picking this up because this kind of makes you think about what you're currently doing and just kind of give you an idea of improvements that you can make if you're feeling in a rut, if you're stuck, if you just know that there needs to be some changes. That was pretty much the gist of everything that I wanted to tell you guys and the things I want to recommend to you guys. So thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Have a great day, guys.